So, for those dreading uh, attempting again to reconcile with your kingdom spouse, your God ordained spouse, the one I chose for you, because I know they'll make you the happiest and hurt you the least, though it may not seem like it. You never can really ascertain the details of what they're going to do or what the future holds for you both. I usually have an idea of what the Spirit's doing or going to do. And in the Spirit, I felt a few different thought processes, desires. Well, I have my peace and joy now. I'm relaxing. It's always drama when they're around. Whenever there's something that I'm leading you to, there is a reason. And that's where you're still going to find your peace and joy. So it doesn't really make sense to shy away or shrink back from what I'm commanding you to do. Because remember, I'm going to know the future. I'm going to know what's going to happen. I'm going to know what I'm doing in your life. If you are thinking about what's best for you all the time, you're going to miss out on a lot of moments of joy and peace, because if you're helping your spouse, that's going to make me happy. The joy of the Lord is your strength. That's going to make you happy. For those that worry about what their spouse is doing, well, the issue is if they're doing something behind your back, and me in my case with my wife, what I've noticed is the spirit of the Antichrist, the accuser of the brethren, the lying spirit, can twist both of our thoughts into a situation of intense mistrust, where you're looking at a situation because of all the things that have happened between you two. Are they going to do it again? Is this their usual habits, behaviors, and techniques of taking care of themselves, where they might honestly be trying? So the conviction from the Holy Spirit is the most important thing they should have. If they don't have that, then it's going to be difficult for them to treat you properly, because they actually want to, and they want to avoid my conviction, which is the most important thing that they need to have. So that has taken time. Then they removed the burnt offerings to distribute them to the sections of the fathers' households of the lay people to offer to the Lord, as it is written in the book of Moses. They did the same with the bulls. So they roasted the Passover lambs on the fire according to the ordinance, and they cooked the holy offerings in pots and kettles and in pans, and quickly brought them to all the lay people. Some would ask, Lord, what does that mean? It means you're being delivered from something, and that marriage is sacred. So when I divide the word, I'm going to divide the word. Well, I stand at the right hand of God. Spirit of truth is in me. And whenever I sit down and try and explain something to people, there's always a no, that's not true. Satan was this, and the cherubim. I'm like, Jesus himself said, no one has ever gone into heaven except the Son of Man. So you have different teachings and traditions that you either hold on to or you accept the truth. I know Peter was called the devil. I've been called the devil. I've been called the deceiver. I've been called all kinds of things. So the more you are used to it, and the more you can not let it hurt so much and take offense when someone is demonizing you, instills more of a confidence and boldness in you as a true child of God, a true follower of Jesus. And you don't really get into too many debates and arguments because it's pearls before swine, and then don't do that because they'll turn around and rip you apart. So let that be your confidence that you are the one I chose to save your spouse. When you're looking at my kingdom marriages, it was pretty much the preferred method I was always going to use to save the lost. Not a situation of unequally yoked, but a situation of you guys get to know each other. That's going to build your trust. My wife and I have been married for 3 years. Yeah. We've been able to live together for maybe a month out of all the times we've tried to reconcile. So, well, not counting this place. That place was a little longer. But at that time, we clicked more spiritually, but it diminished because we weren't supposed to be there. So when you're looking at all the past offenses all the time, and that's one thing I've noticed the devil does constantly, because that's a lot of my wife's attacks. They come from the past, things that I either could not explain or tried to explain, and we didn't click spiritually, so it wasn't understood the way I was saying it, or flat out something I never said. There's different, because when you have the false Holy Spirit, that the familiar spirit, it can flip things backwards, and then you only are going to hurt yourself trying to explain it. Because the devil's just going to use it against you later. Doesn't matter what you say. If the person has a demon and that's their truth, that's their defensive mechanism coming from their protection, that's coming from Satan. And people are not understanding a lot of things about what's going on now. But it's not possible to really communicate with someone in the spirit in a healthy fellowship manner when they have demons. So And then to be uncomfortable, a lot of steps in getting to know me and walking with me can be uncomfortable. But you're pursuing your happiness because you trust in my goodness. And when you are pursuing it, I'm going to light up your path. I'm going to make your way straight. Acknowledge the Lord in all your ways, and He will make your path straight. So, your reconciliation is still designed. It was not a surprise that people would separate in my kingdom marriages. I knew that. So making that part of, okay, well, this is how we're going to build your character. This is what we're going to work on in you. This is how I'm going to mold you into my image. This is how I'm going to give you your dignity back. This is how we're going to build your life in a way that you are supremely happy, prosperous, and abundantly blessed, living that abundant life. And I had said you need your spouse to thrive. When you are letting the natural order of things by biblical standards, as far as the husband is trusted enough to make the decisions, the wife follows. It's supposed to make her feel more protected, more loved, a deeper connection, a deeper relationship with both me and her husband. So not giving up on each other is important, because then you lose me. As far as, no, I'm in this kingdom marriage. This is where the spirit is. But then you see a clear difference. Perfect.